What's up, friends? It's time for some FACEIT League. It's Friday! You made it through your week. Congratulations. Insert hoorays or something here. Yes. Yes, you made it through your week. It is time for the weekend. It's time to celebrate. We're letting the hair down today. Dreamlight versus Gas T3 here today. Let's take a look at our standings. Both of them coming in 2-1. I go down rabbit holes, you know, it happens. Oh, excuse me, 3-1. 3-1 for Gas T3. Dreamlight, where'd you go? 2-1 for Dreamlight. Okay. I knew they both had one loss, but Gas T3 has gotten that extra dub in there. Dreamlight coming off the back of a huge win over Incendia. This is a big win. This is a big dub. This is a big dub. A punching up for, you know, kind of some up-and-comers here in the EMEA scene, right? So I think especially Essential A-Pain going up against Hybrid, I think that is a huge dub, a huge feather in the cap of Essential A-Pain. D-Cruz, Rod FD, and Tomix played together previously on Everfrost. I believe Tomix did break off in Season 3. I think it was Tomix went to play with Keltis. They come back together here, kind of reunite under the Dreamlight banner. And, you know, after coming out 1-1, so win over Cronus, they start off 1-1. I mean, a loss to Quick doesn't really hurt our opinion of the squad. Doesn't sound like, oh, that's a bad loss, you know, like, well, that's potentially the best team in the division. That doesn't mean you're still not a top 3 team. And then that is even more reinforced with this dub over Incendia yesterday. Let's talk about Gas T3 here for a moment. Do I have their... I thought I had them. There they are. There you are, Gas T3. I knew I had you up here somewhere. So this is a team that's been around since the get-go. They're your Season 1 Open Division champions out of the gate. I mean, it came out swinging in that very first Open Division. Found themselves an expert for Season 2. Where, I mean, they did fairly well. And with that top 4 in quals are able to make it through. They made the jump from going, you know, 9-5 and finishing 9th, 12th to being in Master Division. And doing quite well. I mean, a 5th, 8th finish is good enough to get you into the postseason. And I mean, you know, for your debut in Master Division, you know, that's very good. That's very good. Definitely some roster changes here for Gas T3 coming into Season 4. But we're looking back, like, yeah, I'm thinking of, you know, Fake Nevix being on this roster. J9 was on this roster. So that has changed. And I mean, Siva Art was listed on this roster as well through Season 3. But, and Booga is here during Season 3, and Booga has now been moved to captain. I don't know much about Heya and NBHD. GCB played for Aoma back before Aoma grabbed Donghoon and Top Dragon. Match is being played? Wait a minute. All right, we're going to Lijiang Tower. It's Ramatra and Symmetra getting banned out here. Somehow I missed that invite. There it is. All right, let's get into map 1. Oh, we didn't miss anything. We didn't miss anything. They're still in spawns. Oh, we do have them on. Let's get the sides fixed for you up top. Looks like we're starting off here with Gas T3 and a bit of a Sigma composition on Control Center. Okay. All rocking the more and more prevalent Torb Soj DPS duo, but MBHD falls immediately. If there's a different pronunciation y'all know of for, you know, MBHD, or I guess that's really the only one I'm a little questionable on. Let me know. I was in the shower when Booga got back to me, so I didn't really get a chance to ask any questions. First cap goes over to Gas T3 in this Sigma comp. Essential A-Pan and Dreamlight here with the ball. Goes Essential A-Pan comes running in. Doesn't need a Bionade. I mean, squat out of Haya. Rotates back around. Love the movement. Able to kind of find cover on the outside. Stick out there for as long as they can. But a good shot. NBHD finds D-Cruz here early. Leaves just screen for the DPS to try to hold on to this point. Now, Dreamlight did manage to flip this. The focusing beam, you know, works through the kinetic grasp, but Booga gets the nano, finds the kill on the screen nevertheless. Back it up. Essential A-Pan low, and just just stuck in that disruptor shot. Nicely placed there out of NBHD. Gas Team 3 are gonna find the flip. What's up, Looter? I appreciate you being here, my friend. Hey, if y'all like the hair down more, you know what? That's something I could be convinced to wear it down more. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That was nasty. Second time in a row, VHD is gonna find the head of Screen. A little bit of a yep rock there from Booga. D-Cruz got, oh yeah, hadn't worked past the stairwell. Got caught out trying to Wraith form out and just get stuck there. So 53% and counting here for Gas T3 as they clean up some late stragglers. Plenty of ultimates on both sides. This is going to be a big fight. We haven't really had any ultimates used yet. Most of this neutral game has gone to Gas T3. Let's see if they can keep it going as they open with the Flux. Screen is going to pop the duplicate. Not sure why I'm getting an invite there. D-Crew slept out of that Death Blossom. Used to be in with the sound barrier as well. So 2 ultimates to 4 here favoring Gas T3. The duplicate, ooh, doesn't quite get the slam. Right FD is gonna die. Nano invested the last 2 ultimates. Well, 2 more ultimates. Throwing in here at the back of the fight from Gas T3 to secure this. Precision and control. Xander Suppe? Xander Sup? I appreciate the follow. Thank you for being here. Ooh, MHD is pretty lights out on this Soj. That is, I mean, there you go. I believe Elib number 6 or 7. They had quite a few just headshot eliminations, good opening picks. We saw that opening pick on the screen there earlier in that fight. Great sub map there out of NBHD and all of Gas T3 for that matter. Happy Squid. All right. Well, Gas T3 running a Sigma composition on Control Center. You can, you can pretty much put money on the fact that they're going to be running Sigma through a lot of today's maps. Probably the most unfriendly place to run a Sigma in such close quarters. Easy to get run down. And yet, Gas T3 still managed to keep Dreamlight at bay there through that opening sub map. Central Apin's gonna make a swap over to the Hazard here to help close the gap. It's great. Just gonna lean into this distance game. Try to pour more damage than this poke comp can withstand in with the Pharah. Dreamlight with some early point presence. DPS hanging out on the back of the point. Central Apin with Rod FD here holding up close. These neutral fights went mostly in the favor of Gas T3 and the slow and steady Sigma comp there through Control Center. A lot of it on the back of Booga, but also on the back of NBHD, who's the first to fall here on Nightmark. Screen's far showing up at the kill feed to find not only them, but Haya on the Ana. Great conk blast. Honestly, can't believe that turned out the way it did. Just get, that wasn't supposed to happen. Booga was not supposed to be the one to die in that exchange. I'm surprised Moore didn't die there, actually. I'm surprised it wasn't Seavar. I thought Seavar would be sure the one to go down. Hey, you know what? More percentage on the board here for Dreamlight. Central Apin just continues to rub salt into the wounds. Like crystals? Salt? Like, alright, alright. A little NH, see you later. Alright. We're just getting right out there. Data boost available here from Haya directly. Not quite yet. Ooh, you are separated. That was a dangerous cross. I'm surprised there was nobody waiting to pounce. Okay, here comes Screen. Screen does pick up on it. Does have to drop back to grab the Mega. We get a continuous run up from Tomics over this objective back out the front door. Central APN not trying to over-pursue as the Gravitic Flux has been invested here. Doesn't catch anything. Nice leap out of Central APN to avoid that. Get out of the way. Right after with a 5% cyber advantage. Now the gap has been closed. We're about to get a big old fault. 70% on the board here for Dreamlight. As the Molten Core has been invested. Leaping out back. Definitely the sound barrier hitting all 5 there from GCB. Right after he, I guess, invested there's first. Not sure if Central APN didn't get it or if it just got melted through. But either way, we end up with a Dreamlight tank back at spawn. Civ Art with the turret up in the corner to try to help deal with this Pharah. With creative high ground position, Scraden loops around to the backside. Still a nano in the pocket as well as this overclock. We saw this used onto NVHD in this previous round. Oh, that's a problem. Scraden sneaks in from above, is able to get 2 with the barrage, or at least 1 directly and assist in another. High-end Tomex end up trading on the point, but Scraden Central APN went out over Booga, and the 2 players remaining will cap. With 83%, this is prime territory here. Dreamlight now have sights set on Gardens, just need to win 1 more fight. May loop around through main. Downpour does get blocked by the kinetic grasp out of Booga. And now we got an OC out of the backline. NVHD hit 1 shot, but can't get the follow-up, and the heals are there. Scraden is able to fall in, pick up 1, avoids the kinetic grasp, excuse me, the gravitic flux. And we are indeed headed to round 3. Ah, that is some delicious tea. So far, a pretty delicious map we've had here. In the Battle of Sigma versus Central APN. Going back into the Hazard here for round number 3. We did see the Maga for a brief stint on Control Center. Actually, I mean, for all of Control Center. But it was the Hazard that won the sub-map there on Night Market here for Dreamlight. Oh! Catch a Siva in the corner. In fact, Booga and Siva both just caught in a nasty mismatch. Very well played there out of Dreamlight to create themselves a 5v2 there in that opening engagement in this here room. That's going to net them first cap. MBHD onto an Ash for the first time. Instead of Soj in the first 2 maps. Gets dinked by Tomex there. Being engaged, once again, it looks like Gassy 3 trying to take some T-House control loop around, but just see that takes so much damage. Seabar drops in a heap on that side once again. Not able to get it. Ooh, a good sleep, though, could be just the ticket. Central APN low. The Spike Guard able to get them out there with that violent leap. Booga trying to push around through this backside. Does get ran off. Gotta be careful with Scraden in there. Tomex was low, but does get topped up. Slowly but surely, the Lucio healing comes in. Seavard swaps too far of their own. We're going to get up close and personal here on this point. We've got a nano boost invested in onto Booga. Going into this Kitsune rush. Dreamlight trying to deal with a couple of different fronts here. As Hayo is on this backside. Oh, and it may have just been Gassy 3 getting pulled apart. Not entirely sure. The bomb thrown in from the other side. The split approach working for now. The disengage is cut off there from NHBD or NBHD. And this is still a very scrappy, broken fight. Seavar has pushed too far to pick up that kill. And I think ST3 have got this one. Oh! Ah! Wrong button. Downpour does catch the Divas. The orbital ray kind of gets away from Booga there. Point gets capped for free underneath as D-Cruz crosses the bridge with an overclock. Raw FD does go down to make that point happen. Oh, that was a slick little shot. Oh, the instincts are good. Oh, but the fade away from NBHD is better. Finds D-Cruz out of the air. Still 90% on the board here for Dreamlight. Booga on the other side of the point. Once again, Gas T3 looking very split. They seem to work well in this chaos. We'll see how this one works out. Siva Art gets the nano boost as they come in from the window. Everybody was distracted by Booga, and Siva Art sneaks in with the nano and the barrage. Moving across with that perk. Picks up two. Great play. And again, the chaotic approach from Gas T3 wins it out. Flips it here at 99% for their opposition to Dreamlight. Like I said, not familiar with NBHD's game prior to this Lijiang Tower, but it has been an impressive start. Good dynamite lands there on the back of a good name out of Haya. Oh, Booga is going in. Okay, makes it back, get within sight lines, get out of that Kitsune rush, and Siva Art's going to win the battle in the skies. Conservatively placed here on the point. That is an aggressive push from Central Apan, trying to take T-Hell, see if they can loop around to the backside, get in on this Ana-Ash duo. Oh, but bitten off way more than they can chew. Not going to make it back up to that Mega. Tomex does get the swift step out. We're headed to a 99.99. Does Dreamlight have enough reinforcements here to even make it a fight? They're desperate to touch with the Tracer swap in. There's Screen to at least initiate the yellow bar, but I don't see any more red jerseys here. And this is looking like a Gas T3 map. Central Apan does make it back onto the point there with the Doomfist. That is going to be that. It's a 99.99 round 3 finish. But Gas T3 come out on top with a 1-0 lead. Last Lorian, thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the kind words. I hope you have a great night and a great weekend. Thank you so much for taking the time to pop in and share the love. Thank you so much. All right. Let's look at some stats there from map 2. Is that me? Is that us? Oh, hold on. Overview. No, they're still picking a map. That is not us. That's a different rescheduled match. All right. Gas C3. I mean, I think it really goes back to that control center. I think if Dreamlight able to just get a little bit more done with the Margaret, able to get a little bit more pressure down onto Booga and the rest of that Sigma composition, they would have had that in 2. But, I mean, props out to NBHE. I was talking about how they felt like they were having a spectacular round. They come out with 13.5K, more damage than anybody on their opposition there. Highest elims in the lobby shared with Booga. Booga with a fantastic Sigma, no doubt. Killer Sig. That should be us. Nope, that is not us. Sorry. That is the Urion match that I thought about getting on here. And then I decided I wanted to, well, we had a couple of master, there was a lot of master matches happening. And I hadn't gotten these teams on yet. And so I ended up sticking with the Master Division match that I was originally planning to do. Not the exact match, but the division. Oh, you get my point, all right? I wanted to stick with Masters since there was a lot of Masters happening today. A lot of Master Division. Not Masters as in the rank, but Master Division as in FACEIT. Okay, I digress. We're headed to Esperanca here for map number 2. Dreamlight's map pick. Josh Bainey, he's so proud of me. I did Preds on my own last night. He's so proud of me. Do they have an answer? What's the plan to come out? You gotta be expecting the Sigma. If you're gonna play Sigma on, well, if you're gonna play Sigma on Control Center, you gotta be expecting the Sigma here. Let's see, we got Ball and Farah banned out. Oh, honestly, that could have been either. All right, who do we think banned Ball? Who banned Ball? I mean, if you're just gonna play Sigma the whole time, maybe you ban the Ball. Yes, maybe. I mean, Dreamlight banned the Ball. They think I'm Junebun. Oh, I thought you were Junebun. All right, so it is a Dreamlight Ball ban. It's a Farah band out from Gas T3. Oh, I love these players. These players are so wholesome. It's just friendly and having a good time, right? At least so far. I mean, I don't know personally, but I feel like they've always been super nice. I've always enjoyed this team. All right, let's get into it. It's map 2. We're headed to Esperanca. Oh, wait, I didn't get a point on the board. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. All right. Now we're ready for map 2. Let's do it. No, I appreciate you. No, you're like the house plant. You're the house plant to make sure that the bet actually goes through and at least happens. That's fine. I can close them out. I may need a reminder. You know, my brain doesn't always remember things, in case you haven't noticed. All right, as anticipated, we are going to get the Sigma. It's going to be Siva art on the Symmetra. And I feel like this is, like, this feels right. This is hitting some gray matter of like, oh, this is square peg, square hole. I feel like I've seen Siva art play a lot of Symmetra. This is feeling good. Now, are they able to navigate around a very resilient and death ball-y brawl composition? Essential Apan shows us their third tank of the day here in the Ramatra. Oh, almost able to lock down Imishi. Imishi gets hit by a stray torpedo, despite the great sleep coming in from Haya. And this is looking like a Dreamlight first fight win to me. Central low down to 69 health. Nice. It does get topped up. Buga's still lingering on the outside, but there's a Nemesis form available here for Central Apan. You know, you gotta respect it. I love the respect. Central Apan still has to respect the rock and the damage output of Buga. Doesn't just go face to face, you know, doesn't just go nose to nose with the Sigma, but still plays a corner, still dodges the accretion. Gotta respect it. Even in a 3v1, you gotta respect it. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Okay, I was anticipating the Buga dropdown was to try to challenge the point. Maybe it was initially. Got distracted by all those juicy targets that were sitting on the high ground. Ends up giving up the checkpoint kind of for free here. Now looking for some redemption. The sound barrier does land from Rod FD, though they take a good chunk of damage. Booga lands on the wrong side of the tracks. On the back side of that gravitic flux. Got very greedy trying to pick up the kills. You know, it was a nano boost, not God mode. It's not invulnerability. Woo, that was slick. Beautiful shot. You know what? I gotta say, the HD is still back here threatening. Bionade lands from Haya. Ooh. And they deny the escape from Central AP. Central AP is not going to make it out of there. Okay, the peel is good. The peel is good. The rest of the team opts to value cart presence and push around here for some space. Dreamlight are able to rotate in time to come back and meet. Grab this high ground where D-Cruz has the overclock, shooting in the HD right in the back of the dome. We do get the photon barrier out from Siva Art, and the rest of the battle kind of getting scrappy here, right underneath the bridge. Siva Art trying to hang out behind their shield, little shield dancing. The teleporter got destroyed, but you know, you're still protected from the rain a little bit underneath this cover. I'll find a good camera angle here in a moment. That's a molten core out from the screen. And the HD loops around up to the window. Has a low Tomix. Tomix drops down. Oh, but Booga finds right FD and D Cruz here in the back line. Meanwhile, the rest of Dreamlight did manage to kind of sneakily grab some more push out of this. So they extended their lead up to 87. SSG houseplant to the houseplant. You're the Overwatch houseplant. Now I'm just going to make a meme of it. Like, what do you like? Do you like ferns? What kind of houseplant do you want to be? Maybe a nice jade? Whoop, that accretion did not land. Nano Boost does go down on the Booga. Keep them alive through that. Trying to find some retaliation. Oh, that could be a huge flux. Oh, 2 people were able to get out of there, but 3 were still caught in that. The shield up to block the rock, but I think the flux is big enough. It's going to win this fight anyway. So much pressure. So much damage output from that one ultimate. And another much-needed fight win here out of Gas T3. Oh, they're going to get the contest. Yes. Central Pan does make it in time to prevent the checkpoint. Teleporter right back up to the high ground. Very swiftly done. Beautiful timing there on that rotation out of Gas T3. Now drop down for a fight here in this tight little under the bridge. The rest of Dreamlight is staying very far back, though. They're not engaging underneath here. Now, you got to stay close, maintaining some cover. Okay, here comes the push in. Photon barrier to try to fend it off. Central Pan slept it, still able to battle through one with the backing of that sound barrier. Really nice engage. They're out of Dreamlight. Gassy through were able to use the teleporter to get out of one of those ambushes, but couldn't avoid the second one. I'll try to keep a better eye on that teleporter cooldown. I don't know if, you know, teleporter was just off cooldown. It could have been just good timing. It looked to me what happened. Dreamlight noticed the teleporter, got used, and then ambush. But I'll try to keep an eye out for that. C-Mark does have that extended range, which I have noticed makes a fairly significant difference. That's Molten Core topped in from screen. That is from the high ground. Makes life a little uncomfortable here on the front line, but I think he just ate some time off the clock as much as anything. Give me a big old fight here coming up real quick. Nano Boost thrown on into the HD as the overclock is popped. 2 shots onto D Cruz, and the flank has been cleared. Orbital Ray thrown into the back line, but it's not going to be good enough to help Tomix survive. Not with a nanoed Sojourn gotten you in their sights. The BHD is eventually traded out here. Central Pan actually finds another one, and an important one at that with that kill on the Haya. It's good enough to get rid of the 4th box. Now, oh, once again, the Blitzkrieg is so fast out of Dreamlight. Seavar can't even make it out of there. Not even a chance to regroup with the Ana that was still respawning in the back. Oh, brilliant. Second time in a row, Dreamlight have managed to kind of catch Gas T3 with their pants down. Oh, I am also a plant enjoyer, Trash Panda. I don't have his extensions as collection. I wish I did. D-Cruz, able to find an EHD. Ooh, crazy off angle here. Remember, D-Cruz on the attack. So comes through Mega Room to create that crossfire down on the point with the OC. And that'll get Dreamlight around this final quarter. Less than 2 minutes remain. Couple ults from both sides. Coming up, but it's the Sound Barrier, the only one currently in play. Good bio nade. We'll go with the Ramatra swap, by the way. I just blocked that. What is your favorite weed? There are a lot of weeds that are actually, like, mint is technically a weed. Mint's delicious. Like, fresh mint is absolutely delicious. I mean, of course, there's always cannabis. That's a popular one. Like, let's not beat around the weed bush here. I know what you were alluding to. Couple of ults vested here out of Gas C3 up at the top. And, I mean, Tomix had a great orbital. Looked like there was a lot of value in that as far as the positioning, but just too many ultimates on the other side. The double nano boost, the photon barrier, and the sound barrier was enormous protection for Gas T3 throughout that fight. It might be good enough for the checkpoint here. Ding! Huge sound barrier advantage from Dreamlight to protect this enormous lead. 70-meter lead currently as we get into final fight for regulation. Bugha overextends a bit trying to go find some kills. That was a dangerous move, sticking themselves out there as much as they did. Now the Molten Core thrown in to just anchor down this car. Look how dangerous it is for Bugha to even get close. They're able to maintain just enough proximity to keep the yellow bar going. But as we hit OT, Bugha is looking low. Central Apin's going to drop the Annihilation into this. And Dreamlight are going to tie us up here with a win on Esperanca. Some stats there from map 2. I was just double checking, making sure. There are times when they're fast. They're not usually that fast in Master. They still have decisions to make in Master Division. In Expert Division, all the decisions are made at the top of the series, and it really will move that fast. You'll get an invite into the next game while the game's still going. Doesn't happen in Master Division, but I had to double check. All right, round 2 stats. MEHD, I mean, with another impressive map. Now, not quite as dominant as we saw there on Lijiang Tower. And Bugha forced out of that segment. Dreamlight do eventually force that change after about a map and a half. As they're able to swing this one around. Scrain, D-Cruz, and Central Apin all very, very close. Almost 4 deaths down the board. Tomix, what happened here? Clover is so much better for grass. It's so much better than grass for lawns. That would be kind of rad. A whole lawn of clovers would actually be pretty rad. Diva Tour banned out here as we head into Route 66. All right. Let's say who banned what. Let's say who banned what. As we head into Route 66 here for your third map. Dreamlight ban out the Torbjorn. I had a feeling. Gasti 3 banning out the Diva, protecting their Sigma pick, I'm guessing. Yeah, dandelions are hell on my yard. All right. All right, Gasti 3 back in on the Sigma composition. Seavart returns into the Symmetra. Once again, this just feels right. Really, same composition all around, other than the Puga going back out of the Ramash. What we saw, oops, that was the wrong button. What we saw at the end of map 2 there, back into the Sigma. We're getting to the Screen Genji here for the first time today. This is also itching some pleasant spots, releasing some dopamine there in the gray matter. Oh, by all means, please take over chat. Nerd about plants. And I love to garden. I genuinely love to garden. So it's honestly on brand for y'all to be talking about like actual like grass and flower types and weeds and stuff. Actually on brand. All right, so it was a quick stint on the hazard. We're into the Winnie. Oh, Winton. Scram picked off there as Booga has that angle. It's just kind of able to throw Hyperspheres down inside the cover of Big Earls. Not allowing Dreamlight to stage it all there in that pressure spot. But what a good shot. D-Cruz finds Team R peeking a little too much there off that top high ground. Will take a lot of the mobility out of this defense. This has opened the door here for Dreamlight to move in, take the top of Big Earls. The defense's support line has no choice but to drop back down. The Nano Boost has been invested here onto Booga. Sound barrier from Rod FD to try to keep Central Japan alive as they battle it out in this back against the wall fight here for the defense of Gas T3. Seavard has returned with that teleporter to try to circle around, circumnavigate this Kitsune rush. Scrain immediately goes to greet them on the other side. 3 ults have been invested here, and here comes the response, the counterpunch out of Gas E3. MBHG taken out of that OC, but not before finding Day Crows. The Gravity Flux is going to find Central Japan, and the Rock just mows down Rod FD. What a retake. Gas T3 reclaim point A. T90, thank you for the follow. That was an impeccable retake. Seavar gets back just in the nick of time to drop that teleporter in and get the team out so they can make the rotation and back around to the other side. Dreamlight had invested heavy into the initial first half of that fight, and they weren't quite able to close it out. Gas T3 do a good job of holding precious ultimates, namely the overclock and that gravitic flux, until the very end of the fight. Central Japan slept, but does get the kill. Waits to pop the primal till the very, very end. Good patience out of Central Japan with this primal rage. Ooh, can't quite get some of the hits. Oh my goodness, Haya was playing that distance just perfectly. Expertly played out of the Haya Ana. Still giving fits here, Central Japan. They'll eventually wake up and hunt them down, and Haya had put themselves way out of position. 1% away from Nano Boost as well. So after the initial glazing, ends up being a huge mistake as they run too far away to try to escape that death. Got it before attached. They got attached to anyone. You know, that they do get easily attached. What can I say? It took them until the dramatic music kicked in, but Dreamlight will win it out. I mean, still props to that fantastic retake. Got the time bank down to, you know, less than 15 seconds before the cap comes through. Nice bubble, blocks the rock. Booga in a bit of trouble here, and I don't... Supports just now making it back. They have to focus on keeping Booga alive. They're not able to keep their Sojourn alive. Biggest Sivart fan here. Let's go GT and J. Yeah, C3. You know, ate a lot of time off on that defense and quick teleport up to the high ground here and try to solidify on point B. That is a high ground Kitsune rush. That's an interesting, because it actually went back down to the low ground too, but the positioning over the point, not really much Dreamlight players here to take advantage of it. A defensive nano boost out of high is all it took there from Gas T3 to hold on to this point. Dreamlight taking a wide left approach here. Screen just doing a bit of scouting on this high ground. A little poking and prodding. Does get rid of the teleport. Eliminates some of the mobility. Impression continues. Oh, hey, we actually got the levitation there out of Booga. Kind of dancing around the top of this rooftop. Making good use of that perk. There was a kill during all of that from NBHD onto D-Cruz. It did kind of slow this attack. Central life hit's gonna fall there to the considered rush. Screen does pull out a blade though and dash through too. Got one slash into NBHD, but they're gonna survive with 41 health as GCB comes in with the peel. GCB moves up top to help out their tank. Gets the boops off. Assists there in that fade. Another good hold here out of this defensive Gas T3. 22 seconds remain. Snowdrop says, Quick still undefeated. Congrats, Snowdrop. Congrats. GG's. There's the touch, but I mean, Central Left just disappeared like a magic trick. D-Cruz has an overclock. Last hope, desperate move here from the high ground, but there's just so much shielding to work through. Catches NBHD outside of the shield, but Booga takes him down before they're able to find the kills, and that's the end of the round. I think it still kind of goes back to the retake on point A, the great rotation. And Sevar with some just spectacular teleporters, some choice teleporters. Always fun to watch the creativity of a Symmetra and how it changes the landscape of the battlefield. And rotations and positioning are so important, timing so important. You know, you look at the milliseconds there, the difference between a successful retake and cap with lots of time there for Dreamlight. But fuller holds on Route 66 aren't necessarily too hard to come by. This isn't even really a fuller hold, right? Just a point A hold on Route 66 aren't necessarily too hard to work. This is going to be a very difficult point to take. All right, there's the sim swap. Keep an eye on the rotation here and how Siva Art, the rest of Gas T3 want to use this teleporter to try to approach this high ground defense. You gotta keep an eye on Screen in the sky. This is an interesting wrinkle, though. So it's not gonna be just a direct go hit the high ground and immediately pounce onto D Cruz. Screen's gonna be putting in damage all along the way. And Central AP here playing up close and personal here with the hazard, but Rod FT gets picked. Good shot from Haya on the Ana. I mean, even throwing shots towards the DPS on the other side. Booga does not have the levitation yet, as those perks do reset, but is still able to work their way up to the high ground using the top of the objective. And on the back of a good sleep dart, putting a lot of pressure down here on Central AP. But Booga is low in health in their own right, and both of our teams just kind of back up to their respective corners. That's an early nano. At least for this day and age, when Screen gets slept, High is having none of it shut down. And High is honest, kind of nasty with it. Rocking the bouncing nade. No groggy here. Ooh, we'll get that shot of D-Cruz, but it's not quite enough. Somehow D-Cruz survives through that. The healing from Tomex, I think, landed at the exact same time. Ends up being a 2v1, actually a 3v1 if you're counting Rod FD in the back in that fight to get into the HD. But you know what? A little bit of a good old Charlie Niner here out of Dreamlight. I mean, now the teleporter is a bit of a flip of the map. Suddenly, this is going to be up to Dreamlight to kind of take this point back, fight through the choke to take this ground back. Although they can just anchor, I suppose. Well, everybody I go to just dies, apparently. 2-for-1 trade, favorite Gas State 3 on this attack. Ooh, the bounce shots. Ooh, and even the damage from the rock lands. Booga doing the calculations. Xander Soup, thank you so much for the T1 sub. Oh, that's huge. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Box victory for Gas State 3 in the 2-1 lead sits within their grasp. It's gonna be a photon barrier to block off the point. Nano boost thrown onto Central AP. They're gonna go diving in onto Siva Art. Oh, but just get rocked and teed. Now throwing in the downpour, but I think everybody got out of there courtesy of that teleporter. Still a 2-for-1 trade with Scream picking up one on the outside. Drops back down onto this point. Conch Blast lands onto Siva Art. Oh, but without Central AP in here, is there enough sustain to hold on for this defense? Siva Art and Booga will get it done, and Gas T3 move up to match point. You're not done yet. Oh, how about Odie? Get you some stats there from Route 66. That was a very Avatar ending on that music, wasn't it? The do 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 do. All right. It's copyright free music. Hey, I don't. Booga 19-2. There for Gas T3. Definitely. I think you're player of the map on that one. I mean, Siva Art had some. The teleporters are so good, so fun to watch, so good. But Dreamlight will get a map pick here to try to bring it back. Looks like it's going to be Suravasa for him. Let's take a look and see what else is going on around the league right now. SRP checking in Cindy, currently locked at 1-1. Machu! Hello, welcome. It's going fantastic. Kronos and Yuri Mirai also currently locked at 1-1 apiece. Quick Esports. Oh, that's from yesterday. Quick Esports take the 3-0 over Victims, which is, we saw Snowdrop coming in here saying they still are undefeated. Still number 1 seed here at Master Division. We also get Waspo No coming back off of their loss earlier in the week to Incendia, able to take a 3-0 over Thunders. TAP Arius in a swift 3-0 earlier this morning. And DM Pero, unsurprisingly. I mean, just super strong team here. Take down Lunar Nessie Eclissi. Lunar Nessie Nessa. Lunar Nessa. All right, back to our match at hand. Oh, dropping the bow hearts. Oh, it's one of my favorite emotes. Ah. That is actually an artist rendition of my doggo. All right, let's see. What are our bands here? Auto and Hazard. Okay, so Gas C3 banning out the Hazard, obviously. I'm not even going to ask them. I will ask. I will ask. Oh, it is true. It is true. And then the Autobahn coming out here from Dreamlight. Let's get into map 4. We're headed to Suravasa. Captain Prash, sipping on my drink, watching GT3, peak living. Damn right. What do you think? I don't know. I mean, I don't know about comparing it to Nickelback. That makes me want to immediately put it back up again, Prashy. It was wet when I went live, all right? So I left it down. You don't want, I didn't want it to like be wet and put it up in a bun. Hey, I don't know. So far, people seem to like it. The Nickelback comment, though, I'm suddenly like feeling self-conscious. Hey, I appreciate you, you know, wanting to be my friend, but I'm busy right now. Sorry, FACEIT. All right, Booga and Gasty3 with the main street approach. Stairwell approach here from the other side. I guess not really a stairwell, but just stairs. Essentially, they back into this Ramatra with the Hazard getting banned out from Gasty3. Booga comfortably into that segment that they played so much of today, but not very comfortable right now. Good shot from D-Cruz as Booga stuck around that front line a little too long. Great Vortex brought the Irishman GCB to their knees in first fight going over to Dreamlight. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Easter. Man, this meme has evolved or devolved. I mean, I guess it just depends on how you look at it. Hey, let it be known, I will never, ever, ever wish Captain Prash a happy birthday, okay? I am not that guy. Just saying. Siva Art, with 1 health, is able to melt through Central Olympian. Great shield out of Booga there in the last, like, final moments to block the Doritos. That would have been the end of Siva Art. Not that it would have turned the fight, but it was still a cool move. Great protection there out of Booga. See the Sigma proficiency. Happy Heesang Day, everyone. You can smell that map from a mile away. Whoa. Whoa, J9, I think it smells delicious. I'm on the train right now watching this. Hell yeah, let's go, Brashy. I appreciate you. No, we appreciate you being here. You're the GOAT, dude. You're 100%, you're the GOAT. I'm honored you're here hanging out. Memes aside. 80% of the board here for Gas T3, and there are a great position to take this. Thomas is going to go ahead and invest this Orbital Ray outside just to find entrance into the point. Actually kind of went through the wall. Maybe there was a little bit of benefit picked up from Central Pan. It's still enough, whether it was an ideal placement or not, to get him onto the point. Question is now what? Sound Barrier invested from Rod FD, Annihilation thrown in from Central Pan, and Molten Core. Kitchen sink tossed in here from Dreamlight. Is it going to be enough? It looks like the gravitic flux was enormous. Booga once again. The patient counterpunch out of Gas T3 as they let Dreamlight invest everything, just sit back, wait, drop in the counterpunch gravitic flux, and once again, it is enormous. Why did I turn those off? Great, making a swap over to May here for the second point. Perhaps try to isolate, lock down Booga a little bit. Oh, Rockstar vibes. Fair enough. No, that's good. Okay. Rockstar vibes I can deal with. That I accept. That I appreciate. Okay. All right. That puts a smile on my face. That puts a smile on my face. Very, all right. Hey, you know, I appreciate not all 90s music has positive connotations. But I appreciate the compliment. Woo! The low rod FD picking off early in this fight. Not ideal with an overclock getting tossed in and what could have gone down to a sound barrier war. But doesn't even look like we're going to get to that point. Ooh, maybe. GCB goes down. Yeah, there's no sound barrier. This is going to get nasty. Orbital tossed it over the top. That was what I really should have been keeping an eye on. And it's not enough. Tomix holds on to theirs, and this time it's Dreamlight who are patient with their ultimates. Only investing the Annihilation into that fight through the Orbital and the Overclock on the other side. Can you just give me your whole account, please? Not the handle. I'm not asking for the handle. Just give me the whole account. Thank you. All right, see if I can actually watch the correct thing this time. Eyes on the Blizzard. Booga, yeah, that was pretty dangerous and close for a Sigma to be played against a May with Blizzard. The wall doesn't catch. Blizzard doesn't catch either. Beautiful teleport out from Siva Art over the top. The Gravitic Flux. Once again, the beautiful counter punch. And time again, Booga's able to avoid the initial haymaker and respond with one of their own. Now, the sound barriers come in. Photon barrier now being invested from Siva Art as well. Gas T3 still up in this fight, and Booga's going to accentuate that lead with a kill on a Rod FD. And now all eyes on Central Apan as they wrestle the Ramantra to the ground. But it's been a very even Suravasa. Gas T3 take precious control here on this third objective. Annihilation to open things up. Once again, it's just hyper aggressive. All W here out of Dreamlight. Nothing to counterpunch with this time. And Gas T3 not able to avoid the ambush. And this has kind of been just the tail of the tape here today. There have been, when Dreamlight are looking good is the times when they're catching Gas T3 a little flat-footed, be it because, you know, teleport's not on cooldown or for some other, you know, or not off cooldown or for some other reason. This is when Dreamlight are in control and they're setting the tempo here in this match, controlling the flow of battle. But Gas T3 have been very elusive, very good at dodging and avoiding to kind of keep the fighter terms going. Now they have a couple of big weapons to come into this fight with as we get into a big headshot of D-Cruz. MBHD is traded out, though. Now we're going to get the Annihilation, Blizzard, Orbital, everything thrown on top in this overtime fight to ensure Dreamlight succeeds in taking a 2-1 lead here on Suravasa. You do still have Haya around in this fight. It's like MBHD spawn, but they're not in this fight. There you go. That's the 2-1. Gesundheit? What does that mean? Is that like... You're welcome? The only German... Oh, I mean, that looks German. I don't even know if that's German. The only even... Yeah, anyway. Moving on. Alright, and this is what happens when Booger tries to use Griminic Fluxes aggressively. Apparently. Hey, stop blocking my sight lines, Trey. All right, where are we headed? On the opposite side, a little bit of a regroup. MBH's playing off of this far side, but has an ulting D-Cruz in their face. They are going to retreat back up to the Mega. Right FD comes to help out, and there's the peel from GCB. Ends up being a 2v2 out here in the courtyard. Right FD is going to lose the battle of the Lucios, but Booga loses the battle of the Ramatras. Giving Dreamlight a significant edge here. 70% on the board. This is Gas Team 3 going to be scrambling to get back to even get a touch on this point. This is looking like a map 5 in the cards, friends. Couple of ults could be coming up online here for Gas Team 3 if Haya can get this orbital ray up. It might be able to do it, but Tomix has already got one ready to go. D-Cruz does go down first, so 5v4 favoring Gas Team 3 as the Photon Barrier has been invested in. Grains Blizzard still in the pocket. There's the teleport onto the point. Yeah, and just teleport right back out again. But Booga, too far away. Not able to escape the locking freeze. Moving around, Central Apim is able to pick up another one. Still has the ultimate to invest in as they batter through the squishy targets. But, oh my goodness, NBHD amidst the orbital ray has been able to find 2 with their overclock. Can they fend off this annihilation? No. The answer is a big, emphatic no. Central Apim stands tall, the last player alive after this fight. Dreamlight force a map 5. Oh, Gesundheit. Wait. Gotcha. As when somebody sneezes, of course. It's just where you have the spelling, right? Yeah, Gesundheit. Yeah. Wait, no, wrong map. Sorry, the other match is still in Suravasa. And I just automatically grabbed the invite instinctually. It's like, wait a minute, no, there's still another match going on. Let's get some stats there from map 4. The only German I know is Fledermaus. It's the only German I remember from very, very like young German. I took German when I was like 5 or something ridiculously young. And the only word I remember is Fledermaus. I mean, Arthur, we're headed to map 5. We're headed to map 5. Let's get that point on the board here for Dreamlight. I mean, I had a German friend in college who taught me, a few curse words now that I'm thinking about it, but I don't know, that doesn't even really count, right? All right. Gas T3's map pick here for this 5th and final map. Does it have to be Control? I think it has to be Control. I'm not positive on that, actually. I guess we haven't played Hybrid yet. But since the first map is random, yeah, I think the 5th map is always a Control map. That's what I've seen so far. And we are headed to Nepal. Plus, it seems there's only one loss on the season. It's Sigma banned out here from map 5. Don't even have to ask. So, the big ban saved for the very end. Far ban out of Gas T3. This one will be decided on Nepal. We're headed into Sanctum here for our opening sun map. Let's get into it. It's map 5. It's map 5. Let's go. Oh, yeah. We are definitely 3-2 heads around here. You know what, Sinku? That's the only one you need to know. That's the most important one, at least. I mean, I guess that's not the only one you need to know, you know, if you want to, like, communicate with people who speak German. But it's the only one you need to know, as far as I'm concerned. It's the most important one you need to know for this stream, and for the purpose of this stream. That is the most important one to know. There we go. There we go. We got there eventually. Google comes out on a Ramatra here in lieu of that Sigma ban Central A pan. Happy, I think, to force this mirror. And teleport out from Siwa Art. Ooh, hanging the front line. It is a gritty battle for the bridge here to kick things off. We do get a cap coming through. Who we got? We got Screen on point. Does give possession over to Dreamlight here to start. Seagard still trying to assist Booga here in this fight for the bridge. Nobody able really to gain a foothold. Seavart's going to go ahead and just teleport down onto the objective. MEH does eventually get first kill. Central A-Pan slept and purpled. But Seavart traded out. Boop off the side there from Rod FD. And yeah, I'll say that's going to interrupt the flip. That's going to deny Gas T3 from getting good control. Good chase for Rod FD up to the high ground. And the first fight win in earnest goes to Dreamlight. Havoc says I sound like SpongeBob, respectfully. Hey, I'll take that. I've heard much worse. I've heard much worse. Nano and Booga, well, I mean, just watching friends collapse all around them. Was a sound barrier investment there from Dreamlight. GCB was still about 15% away. Actually, double support ults invested here from Dreamlight. Got him to 76%. And okay, it looks like they're thinking about hold and choke. Teleport past the choke point on the objective. Drop a photon barrier. Get the flip. Flip the map. Head on to the other side. Big rotation. Clockwise here out of Dreamlight. They come back in. They have an overclock and an annihilation to work with. Similar story on the other side. +1 sound barrier. Their teams decide where they want to try to take this engagement. It's going to be a quick rotation in. Dreamlight greeted by the sound barrier, and Central Pan just slows the roll. Here comes Boogle with the Annihilation, trying to find the flank. Decreases overclock fades, and ring around the rosy continues here for both of our teams. 30% has been mounted, and Screen gets separated from the rest of the pack. NBHD is going to throw in an overclock, and Boogle's able to find Tomek split from the group as well. The boop onto the central, the sleeping Central Pan will be an end to that fight. What a wild one it was. Yeah, Ram has definitely surged back into the meta with the introduction of perks. I don't know if I would say Ram is meta, but Ram has definitely become more meta than he was 3 weeks ago. Great Vortex, and even better teleport. Oh, the boop! The boop from Rod FD! Oh, what a read! You magician, what a read! Celebratory sound barrier. Rod FD is going to go try to just dodo wall this door. Looks like GCB will make it to the point, at least get the yellow bar going. What a boop. Clip farming, says Greg. What a boop. Ramatra Mirror once again. Scrank comes out with an echo though, so we do get a touch of variation here. Haya moving over to the Juno as well, where we've seen Haya almost exclusively in the Ana today. I think this is, correct me if I'm wrong, friends, the first time we have seen the Haya Juno. So adding even more speed, what is a highly mobile comp. I mean, just the way that Steve Art, the rest of Gassy 3 have been playing this, they certainly turned the Ramatra comp into a very mobile composition. As they move on to the objective now, that teleporter does get broke with Central Pan under a bit of damage, has to throw up the block, and then just backpedal off of this objective. Nobody in control just yet. Central Pan still under pressure, and Booga will find a kill through the shield with those Nemesis pummels. Booger 90% towards this Annihilation. Really, nothing even close on the other side. Huge ult advantage for Gas T3 as Central Pan just kind of tried to brute force this point. There's nobody there to really pounce on. So the ambush tactic, it doesn't work if there's no ended And it ended up being a pretty easy teleport in from Siva Art on that one. So high ground approach. Now with ultimates to work with, this one's going to get nasty. There's the preemptive teleporter as everybody's already tracking back to the point. Backpedaling, that is. Nobody tossed in an ult just yet. I think they were hoping that Dreamlight would invest earlier than they did. It ends up being up to Gassy 3 to start pressing Q first. Now we're going to get some orbitals tossed in from both teams. Here comes the duplicate out of Scrain and Soundbarrier from Rod FD. Dreamlight try to take this point away. They have 0% so far. Scrain is able to battle through 1. And it looks like the heavy investment will get rewarded. And what a flip of the script. Where, I mean, throughout the entirety of this series, hold on, this fight's not done. Siva Art's able to get 2. NBHD finds 1 at the end. The Photon Barrier keeps him alive through this, and despite a massive advantage for Dreamlight early on through that, a beautiful counterpunch, as I was starting to say, we got a bit of a flip there where it was Gasty 3 who invest heavy and invest first. and it was Dreamlight who tried to kind of back up, stay conservative, and then respond. It works out initially, but NBHD clutches that fight. 99% fight now here to try to force a third round here in this map 5. Are we headed to Shrine? Oh, D-Cruz wants to see if they can end it here on Village. Without Central A-Pan, though, it's going to be very difficult. Dreamlight still have to work through Booga on the other side. Booga low, about 180 health, and you can see Screen trying to work through with that focusing beam, but it's not going to be enough. And we head to Shrine to determine who takes this series. Arthur says there was some high Juno and Suravasa. There you go. Okay. Good call. You're right. That's right. Of course, we got the dueling orbitals and all that. Of course. Good call. Yeah, the blueprint for the Zeta jersey, I think it's hidden in a conch shell somewhere. It's like, you know, in the bottom of a lake. I stick him with that Juno here. Screen into the Torb. You've kept Screen off of the Pharah here for this map. There's been a huge X factor here for Dreamlight, but Dreamlight denied Booga their Sigma, which has been such a key portion of getting them to this map 5 and the 2 map wins that they've had. Now we're down to one final sub-map. A lot of sensors already placed at the front door. Central A-Pen still able to shrug it off initially. An aggressive push into the back, try to get some damage done. A high-risk play that's not going to pay off. The Central A-Pen is just muscled right off of this point there by GCB and Siva Art. First cap goes over to Gas T3. Oop. Speaker throwing in. Central A-Pen has eyes on Siva Art in the back. He's trying to get the piercing punches through into the vulnerable Symmetra, but couldn't quite lock it down. And everybody from Gas T3 have anchored there on Elephant side. Dueling over the race, thrown over the point. Sound barrier invested in. Rod FT doesn't quite have it yet. It's a bright, colorful, messy fight. Rod FT is able to get the sound barrier led into it. Central A-Pan throws down the Annihilation as well, and NBHD has been found out here off of this side. Once Gas T3 got dislodged out of that Elephant side, they really had no other plan but just toss in the ults, go face to face, see who's remaining when the dust settles. Senku. I respect it. The MBHD flick along this right-hand side has the orbital. D-Crew pulls the trigger first. Screen has, thrown their ultimate in this as well. No kills on the back of it. Screen will turn this into a 3v3. Back onto this point. Gets the turret up and out on the wall, but MBHD still had the X-Factor overclock in the pocket. I'll hit the right palm one of these times. Beautiful shot. Right FD just lands right in the crosshair of NBHD. Not where you want it to be. Soj fight along the outside. D-Cruz has the mega advantage. Grabs that health pack. Trying to slide out. Gets the jump. Does not have the double slide. You see, he's running the same perch. Right FD comes in with a big finish there. Dives in to get the kill onto NBHD. Dreamlight have control. Oh, that was probably just me, Trash Panda. High-pitched, irritating sound? Gotta be me. Don't blame Prashy for that one. Huge sound barrier lead once again from GCB. This one is significant. 75% on the board for Dreamlight. We're going to get orbitals thrown into this battle directly. Yep, there they go. Central pad gets popped. MEHC with a huge shot has been clutch on this Sojourn all day long. Delivers a great opening kill there. Sound barriers are invested as Rodati is able to catch up, make up that 35-40% gap, but is in trouble on this outside as MEHC will find that kill. And we're headed to one final fight to take the series. Little stall coming out. The adhesive siphon sticking to Scrade there. Central pit makes it back onto this point. Trying to keep the pressure on now. The control did flip, so you're not stalling percentage anymore. It is just purely for tempo. Couple of ultimates available for both sides. D-Cruz with an overclock. Play it in off of this high ground, but the photon barrier is in the way. Central Pan trying to see if they can work through with these tendrils of death, but it's just surrounded. A great teleport out of Seymour. Too much damage coming in. She's gotten 2 with the overclock. Has been clutch throughout the series and will deliver here in the very final fight. This one goes down to the wire, and Gas T3 stand tall. They will stay with only 1 defeat through the season in an incredible banger here. Holy cow. Not often you see a sound barrier there at the end of the game. Woo! My goodness, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Get some stats there from Map 5. I don't know that it gets any closer. Booga standing out there on the stat line, that 17k damage. I mean, just shy of 18k damage. Big stand out there in the stat line, and in what was such a back and forth, super close map. And remember, Booga forced off of their primary pick on the Sigma with that ban coming through in the 5th and final map. Dreamlight holding that ban in their pocket throughout the whole series. They bring it out in the 5th and final map, and Booga comes in on the Ramatra and puts up 4,000, nearly 5,000 more. Actually, yeah, no, nearly 5,000 more damage more than anybody else in the lobby there in that clutch, precious map 5. With their primary, with their main band out. Whew. That was a series, y'all. That was a series. My goodness. Wow. Wow. I mean, cinema. I don't have anything more to say to that. That was incredible.